Hello and welcome. Ooh, if I could get myself, hello Florence. If I could get myself brought up here, my goodness. Sometimes, okay, there we go. Sometimes it works bingo bango and other times, you know, it just takes a little bit. Windy and rainy Oregon. Hello, Miss Frida. Hello, Kathleen. Oops, sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to shake the heck out of you. Shaken but not stirred. Hello, Kay. I thought I just saw somebody else pop in here. What is going on over here? Let's see. Danny Garola here with stampinthepinkbarn.com. Woohoo! It's kind of nice to not have to say blogspot.com no more. Yeah, that's what happens when you reach outside of the box and, you know, buy your domain to your blog or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. It's kind of weird. I keep thinking that I'm missing something. Ooh, my hair is like just stuck. I keep thinking that I'm missing something when I say .com because it's like, where's the rest of it? Do you see? I tried a new lipstick color. My husband bought me for Christmas a package of lipstick that I had requested. Well, there was like 5 different colors in there. And every once in a blue moon, I just try a new color. Well, it's the kind of lipstick that is, what do they call that? Like stay and go or something like that, where once you put it on, it's not going nowhere. Like you can't even wipe, like look, I can't even wipe it off. Nothing comes off. So you're kind of like, oh goodness gracious, maybe I should not have tried that before I go live, but oh well. Here I am with red lipstick. Like that doesn't happen. You won't catch me like this very often. Maybe when I'm in a coffin, they'll put red lipstick on me, but this is normally not my thing. So, but it's stuck. So I'll have to go scrub later on. Hello, Mom. So yeah, exciting news. We got to do our pre-order for the new 2022-2023 catalog. I am so excited, you guys, to see these new in colors. They look so beautiful. And let me tell you, they came out with a new ribbon for these new colors and it's metallic. So as soon as I get my order, hello, Susan. As soon as I get my order, I will be doing an unboxing video for you guys. The really cool thing about being a demonstrator is that we get a month free, a month earlier than, you know, customers to go ahead and start ordering things. So how do you do this? Do you want to be able to order product soon? Well, great. Join my team. Then you, as a now demonstrator, can start ordering product. And if you want to get your hands on it before even placing an order, you can start adding the new products out of that new catalog right into your starter kit. So the way a starter kit works is you can pick anything from this catalog. You can pick anything from the mini catalog, and you can still pick anything from that discontinuing list or retiring list as well. So if there was a lot of stuff on that retiring list that you wanted to get, add it to your starter kit. You get to pick $125 worth of product and only pay $99. Hello, Arliss. And all you pay is your tax on top of that. Shipping is already covered in that $99 price. So it's a really cool thing that if you wanted to get some of that stuff and make your money go a little bit further and only pay $100, then you know what? And you get to pick out $125 worth of product, then that's the way to go. And then you can start ordering with your discount that you would then get and start ordering from that new catalog. And then you'll get a catalog with that. You'll get a whole pack of catalogs with that starter kit. Plus you're going to get a free paper pumpkin in there to try to see if you like it, if you're not already a paper pumpkin subscriber. So just kind of one of those things that with a new catalog, there's kind of some perks to being a demonstrator. I mean, there's always perks of being a demonstrator, but with a new catalog coming up, there's quite a few more perks, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So, so today, I think it was either Thursday or Friday, I had my husband order, I know this is kind of not on topic what I was talking about, but up at the house, you guys all know that we're going to be moving. So at the other house, I told my husband that he needed to buy a water softener for the new appliances that are going in there, because here in Tucson, Arizona, our water is extremely hard. Hello, Sherelle. So I told him, I said, we need to get a water softener so it doesn't ruin our new appliances, because in the house that we're currently in, we don't have a water softener here. And our dishwasher just took a dump a couple of months ago because of the fact that the corrosion and all of the calcium builds up inside of your dishwasher, and it just fries the elements. So I told him, I don't want to be doing that all over again and have to keep buying appliances, because God only knows they're not cheap. So I had him order a water softener. So it wasn't supposed to come until tomorrow, but good old FedEx lady was sitting out there this morning, and she was trying to carry this huge box. And I go, wait a minute, let me open the gate. I'll let you drive in here, and then we can just take it right out of your van, because oh my goodness, the poor girl, she was trying to drag this big, huge box. So, yeah, my husband has the next couple of days off, so we're going to go up there and get it put into the house, and then we can start adding the appliances and get everything running and get that water, like pipes and stuff. I mean, the pipes are old. They've already been there for quite a while, and I'm just hoping to preserve what, we are now adding. We can't fix the old pipes until something happens, and we have to fix them, but we're not going through and redoing all of our pipes in the house. So, trying to think what I have for you guys. Oh, mystery stamping will be coming up. When I get you guys flipped around, as soon as I come to my graphic for mystery stamping, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But let's get you guys flipped around. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to tell you guys before? I don't think so, because if it comes to me, then, I'm kind of an open book. I just share. I don't hold too much back from you guys. So, all right, hold on just a minute. Let me get you guys flipped around. Oh, her name is Samantha. Okay, well, I was asking her because it was so... Oh, okay, not to have you guys have to listen to all this, but it's funny that my mom just said that. So when the FedEx lady pulled up inside of the driveway, she's also my mom's FedEx driver as well. She pulls up in the driveway, and she has these big wine barrels in the back of the van. And my mom and my dad, they just bought some barrels for rainwater. So, like, they have it hooked up to their rain gutters around their house. And so when the water comes off, it fills these barrels up to water plants and all that kind of stuff. Because here in Arizona, I mean, it's very dry here. So we like to conserve water as much as possible. So what a great way of doing that is when it does, on the rare occasion, rain, let's save some of that. So she had these huge, like, authentic, like, wine barrels, like the all wood with the copper or brass rings around it. I was like, oh my gosh, those are so cool. And I said, are you by any chance delivering those to my mom's house? Obviously she knows who my mom is, because she goes, no, she goes, they're not going to your mom's house, but they're going actually up to a house by her house. And I go, oh, okay, that's just funny, because me and my mom were actually just talking about her ordering more of them. And I thought, wow, she really went big on these ones, because these are really, really nice, but it was just kind of funny. All right, hold on, you guys. Okay, I think we're good. That worked pretty good that time. I got you guys kind of straight right off the get-go. That doesn't happen very often. All right. Let me throw my hair up really quick, so when I lean forward, it's not falling in my face. All my hair comes barreling out. All right, change is beautiful. I don't know if any of you are... I know a couple of you guys were on, or if you guys watched the replay of my Thursday, what was that? That was March 31st. I did the on the horizon or Beyond the Horizon paper pumpkin alternatives. I did a really cool scrapbook layout for that. And I also did, I think it was 3 alternative cards as well. You guys can always go back and watch the replay of those. I also have them over on YouTube. If you're watching from YouTube, please go ahead and like and subscribe this video and to my channel so you guys can see all the new things that are coming out, because I will always post them over there. So on the last day or the last Thursday of every month, I always do a paper pumpkin alternatives to the kit. So this month, right now, you can still get this kit. This runs through April 10th. So you've got about another week to go, or not quite a week, but just a day shy of a week to go ahead and get this kit. But it is called Change is Beautiful. This one is all about the nature, and it's kind of like sharing your support for new chapters, graduation, new careers, retirement, and more. Features colorful designs inspired by nature. The color spot that is coming with that, this is what a color spot is. So in other words, you get an ink in this as well. It is going to be Melon Mambo in this one. So, and the other thing is if you become a demonstrator yourself, hello Rhea, if you become a demonstrator yourself, you get a substantial discount on these monthly subscriptions as well. All right, I still have some of my adhesive kits. They are $35. You get everything you see. That includes your shipping and tax. It's $35 right out the door. That comes with a full package of regular dimensionals and mini dimensionals. It comes with Terra tape, a 6-inch clear ruler so you can see through it when you're measuring things, a sand eraser, an adhesive eraser, a green glue, and a full box of mini glue dots, and then a little mesh bag to go ahead and carry it all with you when you go to different events and you need your adhesive. I have fixed all the links on my blog because I just realized all my links weren't connected to my email. So I just fixed all that for you guys. So now you can actually email me when you want one of those and not have to message me through Facebook if you see it on there. All right, the last chance product is still going on right now. This is the retiring items from our annual catalog from 2021 to 2022. As you guys know, the new catalog starts May of this year. So all these things you're gonna find. I have pinned this over on my Pink Barn Stampers group. Go ahead and join that group. That is kind of an exclusive group that I do for my customers and my followers. That's where I can also pin files on my business page here. This is pretty much just kind of like my business platform. But if you want to see more things from me, join that group. And then there's a files section across the top that you will see a PDF of this last chance. So when you go through this, it lists everything. The page numbers are here and they are in order. And then as you go through, the discounts are going to be under this orange thing. So in the bundles, there was no discounts on those because some of those are returning. They're just not going to be in bundle form. And then right here is when you start hitting all these discounts on all of these things. Now, I will have you know, a lot of things are gone as far as stamp sets and that kind of stuff and ink, because at that price, they don't stick around very long. So if you want stuff, go ahead and get your orders in now. This is my current host code for the month of April. Please use this if your order is under $150. So go through this, see if there's anything that you want. If it is not available, it will not be able to add it to your cart. So you will know if you can't get anything that's on that. Waves of the Ocean. Everything is gone but the stamp and the dies at this point. You cannot get this in the bundle form or the full collection anymore. It's already been sold out. So no papers, no rhinestones or anything. Those are all gone. So just want to let you guys know that the only thing that you guys can purchase now is the bundle, or you can buy these separately. I don't know. You don't really want to do it that way because you're going to save 10% when you buy it as a whole. And so that's the stamp set and the dies. All together, This is still available, so you can go ahead and get this. So one of the nice things is the collection. If you want all the products that you see here, all you have to do is enter one code and it puts everything in your cart for you. But this has the black and white paper. It has the stamp set, the dies, and then the 5 sets of the Natural Tones Stampin' Blends collection. So when I tell you guys to enter my host code, just like to go through this with you guys if there's anybody new here shopping with me. You add your host code once you go to your shopping cart. After you've added all the products to your cart, you're going to go over here and it's going to say that you're shopping with me. Always make sure it says Danny Garola. And then you're going to add your host code or my host code right here. Like I said, if your order is under $150. Okay, mystery stamping. So mystery stamping, I will go ahead and put it up on my blog so you guys can read about it. It will be up later tonight when we're done with this. Mystery stamping is where I give you guys a supplies list. So I will post the supply list on the 13th of this month. Then you guys have a week. So come Wednesday the 20th, we will actually do our mystery stamping. So a little bit about mystery stamping is where I give you a supplies list. Then what you need to do is you need to gather all those supplies. And on the 20th, meet me here for a Facebook Live at 6 p.m. Arizona time, which is also Pacific time. That would be 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. I know that's kind of late for you guys over there. I'm sorry. But you meet me here on the 20th and we all sit here and we make the card together. The fun thing is, and I love seeing you guys post your pictures of your cards because all of us are going to be making the same layout, but every card is going to be different because we're all going to be using different supplies. So it's really kind of fun to see what people come up with and create, and the stamp sets that you use or the dies that you decide to use. So it's really kind of just a fun thing to see everybody get creative with their own stuff. So the winner of this month, what I have decided to do for the winner is you are going to get a brand new pack of the Expressions in Ink ephemera pack. This has got those rhinestones in it, and it's got all these little gold. I know it's flipped backwards right now. Here, let me show you one that's already open so I don't have to open that one. It's got all these gold elements in here that add really neat pieces to your cards or your scrapbook pages. There's some leaves in there. There's some like framelits in there. They're just really kind of cool, and you get quite a few sheets in there. Let me see if it says on the back what you get. No, it doesn't say, but you get a lot in there. So that's going to go to the winner. So when I say winner, that means that, like I said, on the 20th, we're going to all make a card. You need to be a part of my Pink Barn Stampers group here on Facebook. After I am done on the 20th making my card, I will take a picture of it and then post it over there on Pink Barn Stampers group. All you need to do is take a picture of the card that you have made and put it in the comments under the card that I display that I have made. And then come Sunday the 24th, I will announce the winner. And it goes off of not skill. It goes off of anybody who participates gets entered into the drawing to win that ephemera pack. So I want to let you guys know that. So I know people get pretty intimidated thinking, oh, well, you know, other people have been, it has nothing to do with that. As long as you enter a card and you've followed, you know, what we're doing, then hey, guess what? You have just as much chances as anybody else as in winning that ephemera pack. Okay, you guys don't need to know the discontinued list right now because we could be here all night. All right, so that is all the things. So just know that it looks like catalogs will be showing up to you guys. Any of you that are my customers, I've already put you in my auto ship catalog selector. So that means your catalogs will be mailed out. I think they're going to be going out actually sometime this week. And so you guys should be, and they're kind of like on a slow thing because it only costs a little bit for me to have them shipped through Stampin' Up. And so it goes out on a, I don't remember what it's called. It's kind of like the slowest way to ship because of the fact that they do it to save them money, doing it that way. So they said that you guys should start seeing them the third week. So like the 17th, around there, start coming into your guys' mailboxes. And so the way, if you want a catalog from this point on, because I don't have, my mailing selector has already been closed. So for me to mail you out a catalog, you have to spend $25 in my store, and then I will send you a free catalog. So that's how that works. All right, let's get started on the first card here. Okay, so with the first card, this is the hand penned. This is going to be the hand pinned card that I'm going to make. So just so you know what it's called when you go over to my blog. So again, my blog is stampinthepinkbarn.com. So when you go there, you will find all the dimensions. You'll find still photos. You'll find a replay of this video. And you will also find a PDF of the project sheet of all the cards. There's actually clickable links on those PDFs. If you save them in your on your computer, you can go in there and you can click links to take you right to my store to buy any of the product that you want from tonight's cards. The other thing is you could also print them off and save them in a notebook or whatever, because you'll have a picture of the card. It shows a picture of the card at the top, and then it explains the cutting and scoring that you need to do, and then step by step how to put these cards together. So it's kind of nice because sometimes you get lost and you can't find this video again or something like that. It's always nice to have those saved so that, and you can see the cards. So then when you go back and you start looking through your files and stuff, you'll know exactly the card that you're looking for and know the dimensions and everything that you need to make that card. Okay, this card base is basic white thick, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. I'm just going to go ahead and fold that in half. And where did my bone folder go? There it is. Okay, just burnish that and make sure that it's creased nice there. And then I need a piece of regular basic white. This is not our thick. This is, hello Peggy. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to run this through the Meadow Moments. This is one of the small embossing folders, so this fits in your mini. But because of me using this bigger sheet of paper, I don't think that is going to fit through my mini. I mean, I guess I could maybe make it work, but no, I don't want to risk ruining my paper. So if you were going to use this in your mini, hello Patty, you need to use cardstock that is not any bigger than this folder to run this through your mini machine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this folder and I'm just going to put it off to one side. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to run this through my machine. And so with these small embossing folders, these little short ones that go through your mini, you actually get 2 of those. So let me show you the other one that comes with this one. It has this one that has these butterflies and then this little green sprig and then some flowers as well. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. I don't know if that helps at all. But that just kind of shows you that both of those come in the pack of that. And I know you guys, I screwed up and I didn't spray this first because you guys know how I feel about, now that I've seen that technique, I now like to spritz my paper just from a long distance too. You don't want to hold it up because you don't want to saturate your paper. You just want to kind of moisten it. I hate that word, but that's exactly what you need to do. You need to just moisten the paper a little bit and then put it in your folder and then run it through, and you will see an amazing difference with your embossed image. But I got a little ahead of myself, which tends to happen more times than I like to think, but okay. So what I'm going to do is I just ran that through there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this because I kind of want it going on this side of my card over on the right-hand side over here. Then I need a couple pieces of the colors that I'm going to do here. Where is my other little piece? I guess I didn't cut that one out, so hold on a minute. I didn't leave, hold on, I forgot to grab the dies that I needed for that set, and now I don't know where the heck I put them. I could have swore that I had them sitting on my desk. Oh, there it is. Jeez Louise. Well, wait a minute, that's not the one either. Where did I put my, oh, I put it in the wrong box. Because see, I keep all my stuff in these boxes. I stuck the stamp set in the wrong box. That's why I was losing my marbles. Because I knew I had put it over here. All right, so what we're going to need for this card is we're going to need 2 pieces of Highland Heather. Now this piece here measures 1.5 by 4.5. And then this is going to be 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, and this is the hand penned paper. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's right in the back of my paper pack here. Let me show you this. This has so many beautiful colors. This really reminds me of like those spring Easter colors, and this goes really well with that, what's it called? Easter Friends stamp set, because it does. It has that very pastel-y Easter, you know, kind of Passover kind of colors to it. So this needs to get attached to that. So let's put that together. Look at that pink on the back side. Isn't that beautiful? And that's Blushing Bride. But there's so many colors in here that this is one of those paper packs that can go with so many of your cardstock colors. And right now, since we are having a new catalog coming, I'm trying to use up as much of my paper as possible, especially the stuff that is retiring, because, you know, I have all this new stuff coming that I don't want to burden myself with all this older paper that I can't use any longer because I'm a demonstrator. So I have to always keep bringing you guys new things and not share the old stuff. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay, and then a piece of Highland Heather that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 squared. And then the piece of Designer Series paper is 2.5 by 2.5. Okay, so you're gonna need both of those pieces. Then I need to grab that Stitch So Sweetly, and I am going to grab this one right here. And then I am using the Biggest Wish. That's so weird. I thought I had my piece cut. But I'm going to use the word thanks. So let's see. Nope. I'm going to use the next one. So I'm going to use the 3rd biggest. Yep, that's what I want. And I need to cut this out of white because I didn't. So let me die cut this really quick. This stitched so sweetly. I know you guys see me use it almost on a weekly basis. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what the heck I'm going to replace this set with. I have gone through the catalog numerous times to try to figure out what is going to be my new favorite die set. There is a couple that I know that are going to be kind of replacing these layering, you know, elements like this, but this set is going to be truly missed. I'm going to tell you that if you don't own this set, you need to put it on your list and buy it ASAP because it is pretty close. We're on low inventory of it. You need to have it. Okay, so I used the third biggest, and then I'm going to use the word thanks. And I am going to be stamping that in my Misty Moonlight because we have a lot of that Misty Moonlight in our paper here. And I should be using my foam mat. Hold on, let me grab it. Especially since this is a photopolymer stamp set, you need to use a foam. This is called our Stampin Up piercing mat. And then these are our 7x7 grid paper. They work really, really well when you want to line something up and make sure you're getting it straight on your paper. This is an excellent thing to have, and this goes right inside of your Stamparatus. If you have your Stamparatus, this fits perfect in there. It's actually meant for the Stamparatus, but it's great for using for scraps as well. Okay, Misty Moonlight, which is one of our retiring colors. Oh, it's the only color that we have as far as blues are concerned that I think goes the best with anything that is denim. So if you have like denim ribbon and all that kind of stuff, this goes beautifully. This Misty Moonlight goes very, very well with that. With denim. Okay, so there is what we need for that. And these piercing mats, I'm telling you, they're a must-have for when you're stamping with those photopolymer stamps, because you need to have that cushion underneath them. Our cling stamps are the red rubber like this. They already have that foam behind it, so when you push it, it's always going to get that perfect alignment going down because it's going to have that cushion behind it. If your desk is a little crooked, they just work a lot better than something like this that doesn't have a cushion. You need to have something foam underneath it. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we can put this card together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this piece right over here. Just like that. I'm just going to glue that right down to my card layer here. My embossed layer. This is a really neat and fun layout. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit because it looks like you guys are awfully far away from me. That might help so you guys can see a little bit better what's going on down here. Hopefully that helped. Let me tip my camera. Hold on, you guys. There we go. All right. Is that zoomed in enough? Can you guys? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, and then we're going to take I cut a piece. This is the Highland Heather. This is called the Grosgrain. I think, let me look at it. I hung all my ribbons up on my, yeah, it's called Grosgrain ribbon. This is a very beautiful shimmery Highland Heather, so it matches really well with that paper. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to wrap this around here, and then I'm going to use that cheater method with my tape. Okay, just like that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Do you know what I just realized? I forgot to do the winners of last week's cards. I'm going to have to pull out my iPad and do that all while we're here. Good thing I picked some easier cards to make tonight, so I will have time to do that. I just looked up and saw my cards sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do I do this thing, it's called Wheel of Names. It's kind of like a Wheel of Fortune thing. And it randomly picks names for people who have shared and who have liked my video, so you guys can win the cards from last week. And I just realized, ding dong, I forgot. Too excited about that new catalog that my brain is... Well, and then in all fairness, my husband did tell me, like right when I was getting ready to go live, he goes, I need you to come out here and watch our daughter. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on? And he goes, there's something wrong with one of the goats. So I go, what the heck are you, okay. So he goes running out the back door, and we had just ordered some new hay. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but with goats, they're kind of particular about the hay that they eat, and you have to be really careful, because if you get a like a first cut or something like that, it will wind up giving your goats goat bloat is what it's called, and it can wind up killing your goats. So one of our little guys was on the ground like rolling around, and I thought, oh my gosh, he has goat bloat. And with goat bloat, you have to go out there and you have to get the bloat out of them, so you have to put like baking soda down their throat, or if you have like a Dr. Pepper or something like that, something that makes them belch, you have to quickly like put that down their throat, because otherwise it winds up, it's fatal. Let's just put it that way. And so when I saw the goat out there, I was like, oh my gosh, no way. And so he quickly ran out there, and as soon as he went out there, the little goat jumped right up and was like, hey, 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 hey. A little turd. Okay, so I just put that square kind of right there in the middle, and then I'm going to set this down off to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a couple of dimensionals across the bottom. So yeah, I think it probably like just got me all kind of worked up. And then earlier today on one of our local Facebook groups, right up the road from us, one of the guys that lives, my youngest son has goats too, the grand boys. Oh yeah, I know, goats are so fun. I'm telling you, especially when you have babies, like we just had a whole bunch of babies because it's springtime. And so when they're babies, they literally hop around, and they are the cutest, funniest things to watch. And I say that they're my therapy, because I just love them, and I love watching them, and just, they all have their own little personalities, and they're just kind of my thing. So, but yeah, so on the Facebook group that I was reading earlier, right up the road from me, literally on my very road, just on the other side of the cross street, a guy was posting that this morning he woke up and there was a couple of stray dogs in his yard, and it killed 5 of his goats, 3 of his babies and 2 of the like adult goats. And I was just like, oh my goodness, that's like right up the road from me. That's like really scary. I don't want my animals getting hurt. And so he was just letting everybody in the area be aware of it. So that kind of screwed me all up. And not that I'm making excuses for being me, but okay. And then on this card, I'm going to take a couple of these. Oh my gosh, I almost said it. I know, Mom, you're probably laughing because you know exactly what I almost just said. Okay, so this is probably TMI, but I know you guys understand me and get it. These are called genial gems. Okay, so I call them genital gems. I know that is horrible, but when I first saw this word, I literally said genital gems, and my mom goes, no, 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 it says genial. So that has been the running joke. So now whenever I try to say it, I always say genital, and I almost just totally screwed up for you guys, but now you know. So if you hear me say it, you'll know why that just came up. We had goats growing up. I love them so much. I know they're so fun. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna take this card layer here and I'm gonna stick it right to that white. And again, because I'm using liquid glue, it gives me a little bit of wiggle room to kind of get that right in place. But what a clean, crisp looking card. Hello, Terry. It's just a thing. And Terry, you've met me in person, so you know exactly how my personality is and how I'm kind of, yeah. So anyways, okay, so we just put that right down on the card. And then I'm going to use the green genial gems. And let's see, we're going to put, let's see, I think we're going to do the small ones. I'm going to do one in the center here, and then one here, and then one here, trying to make sure I get those even. Okay, and then let's do a biggie up here, and then another small one, maybe right there. What do you guys think? Okay, but wait a minute. I need something in the inside, but I don't think, thanks, friend. No, I need a different stamp set. Well, maybe I just won't put anything on the inside, but I do want to do the envelope, though. I have so much of this, I need to use it up. So I thought I had pulled another piece of this out, but apparently I didn't. So let me grab, I need to find the one with that pink on the back. Oh, Rhea, I wanted to let you know your card came back in the mail to me. If you're still on here, Rhea. I just got it back in the mail. I kind of forgot to put the address. I put it in the envelope and I put your name on it and I put all the stickers and stuff on it and then wound up forgetting to put your address on there. So it came back to me. My mail lady brought it back to me. So I just put the address on it and it is going back out in the mail to you, just to let you know. So I did not forget about you. It did go out in the mail. It just didn't go out in the mail correctly. Okay. You were one of those people on the list last week when I talked about that I knew there was one more person that their card I forgot to put, because 2 other cards came back to me because I forgot to put the address on it. So it was you. So I just got it back. So I wanted to let you know that. And then I want to put a piece of this in the inside. So I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. By 4 1/4. Okay, just like that. All right, so let's put this little bottom piece in here. This is really pretty. You can do this in like mint macaron if you wanted to, because you have mint macaron in here. You've got this blushing bride, so you can change, you can make this card to go with so many colors. You could do it in the, what is that? Is that Bumblebee or is that Daffodil Delight? It is Daffodil Delight. So you could do it in so many of these colors and make a bunch of these. And it would be a great gift to give somebody if you have somebody who has a birthday coming up that you want to give them some crafting, you know, a crafting gift that you can just make yourself and not have to worry about, you already have the items. So just make them a little package of cards. So it would be really cute to do it in a bunch of different colors and then put it inside of like one of those big envelopes and send that out, or make a little box and send those out, or give it to whoever the person is. And then they have a bunch of cards that they can mail out when they need cards. And you can do different occasions for them. Okay, that's going to go right there. See, that's what I'm saying. It's such great colors for Easter and spring. They are just absolutely beautiful. And I love this side also, just that Blushing Bride. Okay, so this is going to go on the envelope. What a weird word, envelope. Do you say it envelope or do you say it envelope? I don't know what is the correct way, but I do hear it said both ways quite a bit. Maybe it just depends on if you're Southern, or why is it said differently? But then again, it's so funny because I was hello, Becca. I was teaching my daughter about vertebrates and invertebrates. I say invertebrate. Well, I've heard it said invertebrate. Well, what's the right way and what's the wrong way? Words are weird, I tell you what. So is it all in just the way that you're taught to say it? Because is there a right way and a wrong way? I don't know. Okay, so you say envelope. Yeah, I think it's just all in the way that you've been raised and how you've heard it said. Okay, there is our beautiful matching envelope, however you want to say it. So beautiful. Okay, so that is card number 1. So let me get some of this stuff out of the way here. And my genital gems. You'll never look at these in the same way again, I promise you. Okay, and let me move this card. Let me clean this so I don't wind up sticking that beautiful white card anywhere in that blue. Okay. So today was the first day we had to turn our air conditioning on, and it's always a bittersweet thing when we have to do that because it makes the electricity bill horrendous, and I so try to put it off for as long as possible. But it was nice all during the day, but then all of a sudden it started getting kind of warm as the sun was moving over towards the west. And it kind of just beats on our windows, and it just got kind of warm in here. So we endured and put down and went and changed the filters for our air conditioner and turn the air conditioner on. All right, so the next card that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using the Timeless Tulip. Now, again, another very, very sad set to be leaving us. It has probably one of the best sayings for it snowed and rained in Michigan. Oh my goodness. And here I am talking about turning the AC on. Well, I'm so sorry. That's awful. I mean, I love the snow, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of late in the year to be dealing with snow. But I guess it's how it is when you're up north, east like that. Okay, so this is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4, and then I just burnished that. Then we're going to need our Tulip Builder. Ooh, look how dusty that is. Gross. Our Tulip Builder punch and my tailored tag punch. This is retiring. Is the Tulip punch retiring? For some reason, I keep thinking that the punch is going to stay, but the stamp set is going. For some reason, I don't know why that's in my mind. Maybe I'm totally wrong and maybe it's going to, but I think it's staying around. Okay, here is this Timeless Tulip set. I love this saying right here. It's happy Easter, happy spring, happy, happy everything. I just think it's such a little, you know, ringy tune to it that it works so great on your spring and Easter cards. Then you have Happy Mother's Day. You have a Get Well Soon. Happy birthday, hello. What a beautiful difference one single life makes. May the memories of yesterday comfort you today. So really, really awesome sentiments in this set. Like I said, it's going to be sad to see it go. Oh, it is in the new catalog. Okay, so the Tulip Builder Punch is going to be continuing, which it can work completely on its own. So one thing just to let you know, the leaf right here, if you have this set, gets punched out of this one right here, and then the big tulip can cut out the big tulip stamp. But this right here doesn't only have to be the leaf. You could actually do the tulip. Let me show you on a piece of scrap paper what I'm talking about. If I can find a piece of scrap paper right here handy, especially a color that you guys can see in. All right, I'm gonna grab this piece of Flirty Flamingo. So let me show you guys. If you were to stamp both those out, okay, and if you were to do it in white paper, you can, you know, stamp whatever color you want. But I just want to tell you guys, you can build your tulip with this and take that piece over here and glue that or pop it up. Like, let me show you. Let me just put a little dimensional on here and show you what that looks like, building it up. Now, I know the set has been around for a while and some of you were like, yeah, you're not showing me anything new. And you're right, I'm probably not. But I just want to show some people who are like new to watching and haven't seen this and maybe haven't even looked at this stamp set. You might look at it in a completely different view now. And especially since this is not retiring and just the stamp set is, you might just want to get the punch. So look at that. See how that tulip looks kind of 3D because this little leaf right here can actually go here. You can actually stamp that in the same color as your tulip and do it that way as well. But I just think that is so cool how that pops up on there, and you can also cut it out again and flip it over and put it on this side. Like you could go like this and put your paper in and go this way and cut that out. And then you could put this going this way and you can have it going that way too. I didn't pop it up, but you can see where I'm going with that, right? So then you could have it kind of overlapping each other, and then it gives you that 3D effect of that tulip. So maybe that's why they're going to keep this, because this can be a punch that stands alone. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. So let me get my my pieces out here, because we need to do some stamping, but I need to make sure that I stamp on the right one. So hold on just a second. So what we're going to do is, here is our black, basic black. Then I brought in a piece of this. This is called that pattern party. It is that huge retiring stack. That is that hostess gift inside of the retiring catalog. So just to let you know, this is still available. You can only get it as a host though. So that means you either have to spend $150 to get that as a host gift, Or you have to have a party and have, you know, your people spend enough money to make you qualify for the hostess gift, and then you can get that at the discount price. Okay, so we're gonna kind of turn that at an angle there. And then I cut out from that Stitch So Sweetly. That's why I had that in this set, because I forgot that I cut that out of here. This is the biggest rectangle out of the Stitch So Sweetly. And this is in Flirty Flamingo. It's gonna get tipped kind of the opposite way on there. And then I have two pieces here because one is meant to be a scrap, but I need to see which one. Okay, this is the one that fits in it. So this is 2 5/8 by 3 3/4, and that fits perfectly inside of this little scalloped rectangle here. And we're gonna do some stamping on that, but first I want to get my tulips punched out, so let me get those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, and I'm going to show you a technique on how to make these tulips kind of look a little bit different. Okay, so I'm bringing in Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to be using them both. Ooh, oh, sorry guys, that was loud. Okay, so I need my tulip. I'm going to be stamping two of the big tulips, and then one of these smaller ones. Now this one I'm gonna have to fussy cut, but that's okay. And then we will use one of those leaves and the little stem. So I'll set those aside because we're gonna be doing those in Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so I need to stamp. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing this. So I'm going to use Daffodil Delight first. This out of the way. I also need one of my daubers, my little sponge daubers, and then I'm going to need the Flirty Flamingo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right into the Daffodil Delight, and then I'm going to take my dauber, and then I'm just going to lightly tap it in my Flirty Flamingo, and then just lightly run this on the bottom edge of that tulip, and then stamp that down. Again, I should have my piercing mat in here. Okay. So see how that adds that little edge down at the bottom and just kind of gives that a little bit of depth? Okay, so since I put Flirty Flamingo on this, I'm going to go ahead and clean my stamp because I don't want to put anything dark in my light colored stamp here. Okay, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, tap that around the bottom there. Okay, and see, and I did that one a little bit darker. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Not every flower is always the same. And then let me grab one more scrap here, because to punch that, I'm going to have to move it. So I don't want to ruin my other flower. And then I'm going to grab that smaller one here and do the same thing. Daffodil Delight. And then some of my Flirty Flamingo just around the bottom there. Just lightly tapping it. And this can be done in so many colors. So when I'm done with this, I have another card that I made that I'm going to show you guys a different color that I used with that. I still used the, what did I do? I think I still used Daffodil Delight, but I came in with the, what did I use? Oh, Mango. The Mango Melody with Daffodil Delight. So it's a little bit lighter, and you'll see what I mean when I'm done here. Okay, so those are what I need for that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna punch these out. Maybe if I can line this thing up correctly. Okay, there's that one, and then I'm gonna do this one. Okay, sorry, it takes me a minute to figure out how to line that up. All right, so there's two of my flowers. And then I need to fussy cut this one really quick, which these are extremely easy to fussy cut because you don't have much. You're just kind of going around the bell of it. And I am not a big fan of fussy cutting, but when it's easy like this, I'm okay. Okay, just like that. So let's move these out of the way. And then let me grab this little white piece here because this is when we're gonna stamp some stems. But what I wanna do first is I want to see how I'm going to place these. So I think I'm gonna do this one going over here like that. And then this one is gonna come kind of off over here. So once you see how you want them laid out on your paper, then you're going to grab your Pear Pizzazz and then do your stem. So I'm going to take this and then move this once I've got it. Throwing things here. Okay, so that works good there. And then this one's going to be over here, so I need to go this way. Actually, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to go that way with it. So that's the other cool thing about this is you can flip this either way. If I move my hand out of the way, you can flip it and have it going different directions to match whatever way you want your flowers to go. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it back this way again for this flower right here, the little one. Okay, just like that. Right, and then move that out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to stamp a couple of flowers on here too, so I don't want to put too much stuff away on my envelope. All right, and then I'm going to bring in this leaf. And on this stamp set, there are 3 different leaves. So you've got a lot of different, variants that you can do on this to make it look very realistic with those different leaves. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one going kind of like that. Okay, and then this one is going to go like that. And then another one down here. spin this and have it going up here. Because it's okay if my leaves go underneath my flowers. That's, I mean, it's a thing. And I'm going to have that one actually overlapping that one. And then one more coming down off of this. Okay, and I think that looks okay. It'll work because we're going to do some things across it anyways. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to do my envelope. Slow it down, girl. Okay, so what I'm going to do on my envelope is I'm going to take and open this back up. Hello, Melanie. Is it Adrian? Hello, Adrian. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, go that way, flip this around, go up, and then do one just kind of maybe over here. And that's fine because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to stamp this again. Okay, and this is going to go over here. Actually, I'm not going to do that going this way. I'm going to put the small flower here because you got to write somebody's stuff there. So I'm going to do the two smaller flowers on this one with that one big one in the center. Just like that. Okay, and then our envelope will match the rest of our stuff. Okay. All right, let's set that aside. And then we have the inside of our card too, so we gotta put that in there. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I screwed up again. I have too many things that I have to stamp. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm just going to have one flower coming off the bottom. And I'm going to do that big one again. Oh, crap. Did you see me do that? I just stuck it in green. I don't want it in green. I want the leaf in green. Just like that. And then we'll do our flower. Yeah, right? These tulips are pretty cool. And sometimes because they've been around for so long in the catalogs, they get missed. And so if you're kind of new, I mean, I know, Cheryl, you're not new to Stampin' Up, but some people that are new to it, we don't show them quite as much because of the fact that they have been around for a while, that we're trying to show all the new things, that sometimes we forget to show some of these sets that are older. But since this one is retiring and it is such a good one, I really wanted to get this out and let you guys see it again before it is completely gone. All right, so let's get this stuck down. just tilted just a little bit, just to kind of give you a visual, little different eye. You know, it kind of messes with your eyes a little bit, but it's really cool. I love this technique. I think, no, I'm not going to pop that up because we're going to be popping flowers up. Okay, just like that. And then this one's going to go straight on there. And so I guess technically the size didn't matter, but, well, size always matters. No, I'm just kidding. Just totally joking, you guys. But I had to throw that out there. Okay, so that's gonna go there. That one's gonna go there. And then that's gonna go there. Pretty. Yeah, isn't it cool with the tilt on a card? It really adds a whole different element to your card, and it's so pretty. Okay, so we're going to have that be straight. Okay, and then we're going to pop these up. And so the reason why I did that flirty flamingo is because it kind of brings out, oops, it kind of brings out this darker ring underneath here. You kind of get to see that a little bit more when you've popped this here. Not, I mean, it kind of changes orange because of the yellow, but it's still, I don't know, just something about these colors. I just love it. Ooh, no wonder why these things feel different. These are from a paper pumpkin kit. I was like, it doesn't even feel the same size. That's what I was like, wait a minute, those feel like a different size. It's because these came out of my paper pumpkin kit. That's why. I knew they felt a little bit different to me because paper pumpkin gives you however many goes with the kit. Okay, just like that one goes there. And then this one. Let me grab a package of dimensionals. And put those back over here to put back in my kit. Okay, go like that. Put that back in there. And bingo bango. Okay. So that's going to go right there. Okay. Oh, let me take a drink really quick. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to grab a piece of that crinkle cut, the white crinkle cut ribbon, which I've told you guys works so well if you guys need to make a ribbon be the same color as your card and you don't quite, we don't have a ribbon that matches. This stuff works so good if you were to lay it out, take one of your pens and just color down it. You can make it any color that matches any of your stuff with those pens. But today I'm going to leave it white. Oh, wait a minute. That's the inside of our card. So let me use this really quick because I want to make a bow for this. So this is that white crinkled seam ribbon in my handy dandy little bow cheater thing here. Since I'm bow challenged. Okay, there's my bow. Okay, just like that. So that's gonna sit there for a minute. And then I'm gonna bring in a piece of this linen thread and make a bow one size in on this bow maker. So you need to get you a bow cheater. Yes, I think everybody needs a bow cheater, myself, but that's just because I said I'm bow challenged. And if you have a handyman, I think it was Lois. Lois asked me about this little thing, and she was going to have her husband make her one because they are extremely easy to make. I am not a wood person, but if you have somebody who can just take like a, what are they called? Not a chisel, but a like one of those little grinder things, the little wood grinders, and just take yourself a block. This piece of wood is about 2 1/8. You can cut it whatever size you want it, and each one of the little pins are a 1/2 inch apart, and you just do 3. And then there is a 1-inch gap in between them in the center, and then another 1/2 inch in between these 3. This little shutter door here is just a little popsicle stick that has been cut off the end. Or the cribbage board, absolutely. Frida always throws that out to you guys. The cribbage board works well also because there's already little things. These are just stuck really good. These are nails that have been grinded off, and then the top flat part of the nail has been cut off and then grinded down so you don't like have any sharp pieces on there. But those are just nails. So what this thing does is you just get a drill, and just those fit in there and go like that, and then you can take this with you. This can even fit in your adhesive bag that I sell also if you want to take it with you. But this thing, thickness wise, is about 3/4 thick, and it works perfect for, you know, like I said, it would be very simple to make. I've actually even thought about having my husband make them because my team leader, she had a friend of hers that was making this, and her husband made these things, like had to make so many of them because so many of us wanted them. They sold them for $10, and that included the shipping, tax, everything. $10 out the door in bingo bango. And so I was telling my husband, I go, you know, you'd probably make a killing and sell, I mean, not for $10, but you know what I'm saying? Enough people would order it that it would make it worth making the things. All right, so now I'm going to take this little bow here, the white one, and stick it on a glue dot. And then I'm going to, I also have a piece, well, I did have a piece. I have a little thin strip that is a 1/2 inch by however long, because you're going to want to cut it down to where you want to set it on here. So I'm just going to put my little bow right over here, kind of in this little blank white spot here, and get my little tail to turn. Okay, and then I'm going to take a glue dot, and then I'm going to kind of roll it up like a booger. See, like a little taco roll. And then, oh, I was going to say, then find my bow, my little linen thread. Okay, and then I'm just going to set it right on top of that other bow. So it looks like a little double bow. And then I'll cut some of that off. But let me get this. So the reason why I brought this tailored tag in is I saw the coolest thing the other day for flagging, and doing a bunch of other things. And I'll show you on the other card what I did as well. But I'm using the Get Well Soon. And I need Memento Black. Okay, again, this might be something you guys might already know, and you probably do this all the time. And now that I know that, I'm going to do it all the time. But take this, I'm going to cut it down so it's somewhat even with this other side, just by eyeballing it. I'm not going to measure it or anything. And then what I'm going to do is, to flag it, I'm just going to simply stick it inside of the corner, watching both sides. Holy smokes, artichokes. Like, why have I been struggling with flagging everything? And we've had this punch around for quite a few years now. This punch has been out, and I've been like making myself nuts trying to flag all my little sentiments. And it was just that easy. If you like that flagged look, I'm gonna tell you, this punch will be your best friend. Isn't that so cool and easy? And now I can see that I need to flag this side just a little bit more because it's a little bit longer than the other side. Okay, much better. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, and I'm just going to put that little flagged corner right over the corner, or the center of my bow, using my dimensionals. Just like that. Oh, let's cut some of this craziness off. So it was kind of fun. I got to do something other than stamping this weekend. That's what I meant to tell you guys. I volunteer up at our local VFW. I'm a bartender. And they had an event going on. It was the honky tonk line dancing that they did the other night. So I went up there and I volunteered to help out and help serve drinks and all that kind of stuff. And it was so much fun. It was so nice to just kind of get out and be around people, because I'm kind of a hermit and I just stay at home. And you guys are the only ones that I talk to, and that's not even in person, really. I do have a couple of classes out of the month that I do go and do at the VFW, and I do my cards and my stamping, and that's awesome because I love visiting with everyone. But for the most part, my days are spent at home with my children. Get well soon. May the memories of yesterday comfort you today. That's good. Okay, so let's use that one. Put this one away. Yeah, they had a food truck show up down there, and it was all pretty much outdoors, so it was kind of nice. And the weather's been pretty nice down here, so that always helps out. Did you guys see where I put the lid to this? Oh, there that is. Wait a minute. May the memories of yesterday comfort you today. That almost sounds like a sorrow. I don't think that needs to be in a get well soon card. Right? What do you guys think? Do you guys like that? Or let me go see what I have sitting over here. You know what, this one might work good right here, because that says get well soon, and this one says and in better days ahead. Oh, I don't know. Shoot. Guess I didn't plan that one out very well when I was reading it. see what this one is. Oh, wait a minute. There's a good one in, where did I just put that set? Right here. Hold on. Sending healing hugs, right? We said get well soon, and we're sending healing hugs. Whoop, whoop. We'll do that instead. Because I think may the memories of yesterday comfort you today. Doesn't that sound kind of sorrowish when you're sending a good get well card? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it would have worked, but now that I read that, I just don't think that works. Okay. We're going to do sending healing hugs. Yeah, no, it doesn't fit for get well. I agree. Okay. Now, sending healing hugs, on the other hand, I think that works pretty darn well when we're telling someone to get well. Much better. All right, now let's put that inside of our card here, and then I'll show you the other card that I made. And now these designs are not mine. I have cased the designs off of somebody else. I just changed the colors and changed kind of some of the techniques on these, just to let you guys know. So I don't get credit for these layouts. And give credit where credit is due. I just don't remember the person's name. Let me see. Creating with Haley, or Creating with Allie, is the one that I saw these through Pinterest. So I just changed them up, changed the colors. So isn't that super cute? Adorable, right? What a beautiful way to cheer somebody up who is just kind of down on their luck, under the weather. It would just be, oh, but wait, there's more. We need to add a little bit of Winka Stella to this because they need a little bit of sparkle also. Not to the envelope, because that'll just get smeared off in the mail. But I'm just going to come in here and just put a little bit of sparkle up towards the top of these. And what that's going to do is kind of like water paint some of that color as well. Okay. So now you'll see just a little bit of sparkle on the tips of some of those flowers. And I think that just adds so much to that. And I think we need some, do we need some iridescent rhinestones? Because everything needs iridescent rhinestones. Because that is my go-to. If I can find them. Or pearls would work. Oh, did I stick that? No. I was going to say, I thought maybe I stuck my iridescent rhinestones in the other one for the next card, but I didn't. Because I wasn't going to put any bling on the next one. Take your pick. Oops, let's use a little one. There we go. All right. What do you guys think? So pretty, right? Okay, and then there's the envelope. So let me show you the other one also that I did, and I used, what did I tell you guys I used Mango Melody with the Daffodil Delight on this one. And look, so I used Mango Melody on that one, but this is what I was talking about. I just took a piece of this paper here and took that tailored tag and put that paper in just like that. And I cut, well, it's not going to fit over the whole card, but maybe if I open this. I took it and I just put it right over that piece and just cut that and flagged that piece there. How easy, right? So the tailored punch is not going anywhere anytime soon out of my stash when it comes to mailing and sending off cards. For you guys, I probably won't be showing it since you guys won't be able to get it anymore. There are still some available for that though. Okay, so that's the other one that I made using a different layout and using the smaller scalloped rectangle from the Stitch So Sweetly set here. Oops. All right, let me get some of this put away, and then I'm gonna try to bring you guys up, or not bring you guys up, but bring it up on my iPad that I can do our winners of last week's cards. Hopefully it'll let me do it and not be a big pain in the butt and take forever because I gotta put everybody's names in. But I think they're already saved in there because I always run it through that same thing. Oh, what did I just do with my cleaner? Oh. Out of the way. Get these put away. Get life organized just a little bit so then I can get some stuff moved. It's kind of like starting over every time with each card. Okay, let me move that. Get this stuff. Okay, so let's see if I can do this and have it be decently easy to get these cards. So let me go back over. Bear with me for just a minute. Let me get you guys brought back up on, not you guys, but let me get the last post brought up on Facebook and see if it's gonna let me do it. Oh, come on, thing. Okay, so where is last week's video? Okay, there it is. All right, so let's see. For liking, let me bring up the other, my wheel of names. Should already be up here. Wheel of names. All right, so for this first card, this one is this little Dutch fold, which is so cute. It says Happy Easter, sending warm and happy wishes this spring. And then it's got that little chickie on there. Let me see if I can just copy and paste the like list. Don't know if it's going to work because my internet is already running this phone up here and then that phone there. I don't know if it's going to let me. Maybe it'll work actually on my computer. Hold on. Let me bring my computer up. I know you guys, this is not what you guys came here to watch me do. Behind the scenes stuff that should be left behind the scenes, but I want to get the cards out to you guys, unless I just do the drawing afterwards and then I just post everybody's names. But I like doing it when we're live. Yeah, it's not gonna bring it up. It's telling me I'm sucking too much internet. It's not gonna let me do it. Well, you guys, I guess I'm just gonna have to post post names after this, letting you guys know who won. But this is card number 1. So when you see it, and if your name is next to it, then just know that is gonna be for liking and hearting, that kind of stuff. Down at the bottom, there's the little thumb, the heart. When you throw those up, it helps with the algorithm of Facebook to keep bringing this video up so you guys can catch it when it's live. So the person who likes from last week, I will do the random wheel of names, and for card number 1. And then card number 2 was this. This is called the Artfully Layered set. I just think this card turned out so beautiful with this macrame back here. This is going to be card number 2. This is for commenting. So all of you who commented last week on the video, I will put you guys. And so there's multiple ways to be added in here. So if you've liked it and you've thrown those thumbs up, that's going to get you already 1 spin for for card number 2. I mean, for card number 1. Okay, so you are already, you know, your chances of winning that one was pretty good, but then you're going to be spun again if you also like and heart it. You can be, you know, entered again. You might even win 2 cards in one day. Who knows? It just depends on how your luck is. And if you do that, you better go play the lottery. Then we made this card, this like trio fold card. I just love how this one turned out, how it kind of just has a lot of stuff going on in this. This card is going to be for anybody who shared last week's card. Well, so let me tell you, since I haven't done the drawing yet, you guys better quickly go over there and share that video. And then by the time I'm done, because I still have one more card to make here, then you can be entered into this. But the way it works is when you share my video, you have to come back in and you have to comment and tell me that you've shared the video, because otherwise Facebook doesn't let me see who shares my videos. You have to let me know that you've done it. I mean, I can see the number of, you know, people who've shared up there. It tells me how many people, but it won't tell me the names of who have shared my video. So I could go up there and see that like 5 people have shared it, but I don't know who those 5 people are. So that's why once you share my video, and so like right now, you guys can hit that share button down there and share it to your page. So once you hit the share, what you want to do is you want to hit write post. So when you say write post, then just hit post, because you really have nothing to write because of the fact that I've already written a bunch of stuff in the post that's already going to be there. So then all you have to do is just hit that share button. You don't have to write anything. I've already done that for you. And once you share it, again, just come in here like Cheryl just did. She just told me that she shared it. So now she's entered into the cards that I just made today. Patty is entered into the card. So card number 3 that I make is going to be the shared card. Okay. So that's how that works. So I will do this afterwards. I will, do the drawing for this, so just watch for your name. It should tag you, but because it's my business page, it doesn't always let me tag people's names. So you're gonna have to come back to this video that we're watching right now. I will try to post it over in last week's video, but there's no guarantees it's gonna let me do it there either. So just watch for that. Otherwise, I will reach out to you and know that. And from going forward, I'll make sure that I don't ever forget that again, because what a hot mess. But guess what? That's life, right? Thank you, Rhea, for sharing. Thank you, Patty, for sharing. Thank you, Cheryl, so much for sharing. You guys have no idea how much that helps me build my business, you guys sharing my videos. And I know a lot of you are demonstrators, and I get it. Those of you who are demonstrators, you don't want to share my post, because especially if you're a business builder, you're trying to build your own business. I 100% get that. So there's no judgment at all. We're all here doing the same thing, right? So I get it. All right, so card number 3. This is that impossible card that I keep telling you guys about. And it just seems like there's always something that comes up and that I want to show you and blah, 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 blah. So now I am going to show you guys how to make this impossible card. And it's actually easier than what you might think it is. There's just some scoring and cutting that we need to do. So let me tell you what we're going to need. And maybe you guys have already made this because it has been around for a while. It's probably been floating around and you've seen it. But it seems like every time I see it made, everybody makes it a little bit different. I'm going to show you the way that my brain thinks it's easiest. And that doesn't always mean that my brain thinks like everybody else's. Because trust me, there's a million things running through this little pea brain of mine. So to keep track of everything, it's kind of darn near like impossible. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to let you guys know is I made a template like this and I have posted it over on my blog, which again is stampinthepinkbarn.com. Will get you over to my blog. So it's going to take me a little bit because after I'm done with this Facebook Live, I have to take all the pictures. I have to write everything up. I have to turn all my PDFs into PDF form and then post them over on the blog. And then I have to upload this video as well to YouTube. But there's going to be a template that you guys are going to see on there. And then you're going to see once you click on that download the, or what it says, it's a little like icon or a little graphic that is rectangle. It has a little chicken on it. And it says, want to make this? That's when you click that, it's going to bring up the PDF for you guys that you can print that or like I said, save it to your computer. And it'll have all the directions on how to do this. But if you're anything like me, you have to see somebody make it first, because no matter how much I try to read somebody's directions, it sometimes just makes no sense to me until I visually see somebody make it. So I have put a visual, I've put this over on the blog. So when you see it, the lighter color and these little tick marks are the tick marks that you're going to score on. These dark black marks are the marks that you're going to cut on. So I just want you to see that. I have marked it where it says score at 2 1/8. So that means you're going to want to turn your piece, which your piece is 4.5 by 5.5, or 4 1/4 by 5.5, which would be a standard card base that we would normally use, right? Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, looking at your template, if you put it on the 4 1/4 side, which is what I have up here, we are going to score at 2 1/8, which is the half mark. So bringing up my score blade, I'm going to score at 2 1/8. Okay, then I'm going to turn it like I turned this, and this is my 5.5. Now I want to cut down. So my score mark is pretty much going to be my stopping point at everything that I'm doing on this card. So I'm going to go from my, on my 5.5, I'm going to go to the half mark, which is 2 3/4, and I'm going to cut down to this score line. So what I know where my score line is I know that's at 2 1/8. So once I put this up inside of my card, I want to make sure I'm lined up at 2 3/4, and then I'm going to bring this down, stopping at the 2 1/8, because that's where my score line is. Now, if you don't have a score that has, a cutter that has a ruler on the side, you can always take an X-Acto knife with a regular ruler and you can cut down that way as well. But I know that on my blade, I have these little marks on each side. So when I bring this down, I know where to stop, because this mark right here is going to tell me, am I in frame? This is going to tell me where to stop, because I'm going to stop it exactly at this little half mark right here. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to bring that down to that score mark, which is the 2 1/8. So just like that. Okay, now I'm going to flip this around, where now my score line is still in the center, but now I'm looking at the other side. So it's pretty much like I've taken this template and I've flipped it like this. So I'm going to move this to the 1 inch mark. And again, with my 2 1/8, I'm going to stop at 2 1/8. Just like that, at my score line. So that was at 1. And then now if I move this over to 4 1/2, that's going to put me 1 inch over here as well. So it's pretty much 1 inch at both ends. So 2 1/8 is where my score mark is. Okay, just like that. So I have a 1 inch, and then my, whatever the heck I'm trying to say. Was that 1 inch? That was right. Okay. All right. So now that you have your little template here, this is where the magic kind of happens and makes this card look like it's impossible. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're just going to hold it backwards and just flip it like this. Now see how that is? Now you're going to take it and you're going to just push down that score mark there, and then flip this way and push down at that score mark there. So take your bone folder, and only on the center score line are you going to fold this little flap back and forth. Okay? It looks like this one's bigger than this one, but oh well. You guys see what I'm saying? 4 1/2 and 1. Maybe my paper wasn't exactly, hold on. Oh, see, that's why, because it wasn't exactly 5 1/2. There, now it's gonna look better. Okay, now everything measures right. My paper was a little bit too long. All right, so that's where you get your impossibleness from. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're gonna grab your trimmer again, and now you're gonna grab your designer series paper. So with your designer series paper, you need 2 pieces of designer series paper. That is 2 1/2 by 4. Now I'm going to stick them both together just like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my short side, the 2 1/2 side up, and I'm going to line this up on my, over here on this side, on my right side. I'm going to measure that at 3/4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blade from the bottom. I'm going to move this score blade out of the way. From the bottom now, I'm going to go up to the 2 inch mark, because this is 4, so halfway up is 2 inches. So I'm going to take this up, watching this little tick mark over here, and I'm going to go to the 2 inch mark right there. Okay, and then pick that up. So now I have 2 inches cut out of this, right? Now I'm going to lay my long side with that piece cut facing the right. I'm going to now bump this up to my 2 inch line. And again, cutting from the bottom, I'm going to cut up to the 3/4 of an inch mark, because that's where this piece is cut. So I'm pretty much going to be cutting this little square out of the bottom here, because that's how my templates need to match in this piece here. Because see, you have these 2 little pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut up to the 3/4, holding this still. Three-quarters of an inch mark. And then see how those 2 little pieces fell right out of there? That's all I have for my leftovers. So there are my 2 pieces that now I'm going to need, that are going to pretty much fit in. If you look at this, they're going to fit in these little pieces like this. If you look at my template, what is on the back of that? That'll fit like that. And then this one, because it's flipped like this, geez. That didn't work out right. Hold on. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, yes, it is. I had it tipped the wrong way. So see, no matter which way you cut it, just make sure you flip your paper the right way. All right, so then that's going to sit like that. Okay. Now you're going to need a stabilizer because this is awfully wonky and kind of all over the place. You're going to need to take I'm using this color here was Cajun Craze was my base. Then I used In the Wild. Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell you guys. Jeez Louise. I was too excited about showing you guys this card. This is In the Wild. Now this is retiring, this paper is, and so is the stamp set and the dies. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I did not like this stamp set and the dies. I'm just not into tigers and lions and leopards and all this kind of stuff. But I did like the colors in the paper. I really love Cajun Craze. I really like that color. We used to have a color that was called Terracotta Tile. I really love that color as well. And I don't understand why Terracotta Tile didn't kind of stay with everything, because we have all those succulents and then we have these greens. But at least Cajun Craze stayed with us and gave us kind of that, that pottery look and the colors that we needed. So I wanted to bring this paper in and show it to you guys because I've been trying to find something that would work very well with this paper, since I have the paper and not the stamp set to match with it. So Crushed Curry is one of those colors that matches that. This strip here is my stabilizer, and this is 1 by 5.5. And then I brought in a piece of basic white, which is 5/8 by 5 1/2. So that's going to sit on there just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these pieces glued on here. So when you go to put this on here, it's going to bump all the way up to this bottom score line when you do this, and that's what's going to leave your margin around the outsides. Okay, just like that, and then we're going to flip it and do the same thing on this side. Okay, and then with this stabilizer, I am going to bring in the Daffodil Daydream, and I'm going to use this piece right here. This kind of braided now, I think for my sentiment, I was going to use, where is it? Oh, I put it over here. I wanted to use a Grand Kid because I liked how some of these sayings went, but what I was thinking is if I put Happy Birthday, so proud of you, and then we can do congratulations at the top, because it doesn't necessarily have to be for a kid. That's just the name of this set. I think so proud of you is what I was going to put down here. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Cajun Craze, and then I needed Crushed Curry. Or, no, you know what? I'm not going to use Crushed Curry because I think it's going to blend too much with that. So what I wanted to do was use crushed curry in this. And you know what? Maybe I'm not going to use a grandkid. I don't think I like that because this just seems kind of too something to do that. Okay, I need my piece of scrap though. Go like that, and then finish it off. Okay, give that a second to dry because that's going to be wet. And then the next pieces that you need for your flap here, I brought in a piece of crushed curry. Now this is 1 7/8 by 3 1/4, and then a piece of basic white, which is 1 5/8 by 3. And now we're going to stamp a sentiment on that. And I think we can actually do let's see. I don't know what I want to put on here. I kind of like so smart, so fun, so sweet, so wonderful, but again, this doesn't look like a kid's card, so I don't know why the heck my mind went to this. Yeah, because so proud of you. No, that's not gonna work. Man, I am all over the place today. Oh, I'm gonna do your friendship is a blessing. Because this looks like this would be a great card for a friendship. Ooh, and I have a sequin stuck to that. So I need to take that off of there and bring in my Cajun. I thought I came prepared. Well, such is life, right? Okay, beautiful. Okay, now I do want to let you know that you could make 2 of these pieces here, and you could do one on the back and one on the front. Today, I'm just going to do the one. Okay, just like that. And then, oh, that doesn't look very straight, does it? Hold on. Oh, much better. Okay, there we go. Now that is coming from the So Sentimental, which goes with the Stitch So Sweetly. All right, so let's get this put together. So I'm going to take this little stabilizer piece. Oops. Maybe I can blame it on this. That bartending this weekend threw my brain out of stamp mode. Can I blame it on that? I don't know. Is there really a need to have to blame it on anything besides the fact that I'm human? Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then this little stabilizer. So let me tell you guys a little cheat on how to do this. I'm gonna actually put this on here. So when you go to put this on here to keep this card straight, what I advise to do is flip it like this. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna put it like this. Flip it like this so you know where to put your glue over here and your glue over here. So you're not putting glue anywhere here because you don't want this sticky. You only want the end piece here to stick on this. And then the piece over here. Now you can use Terra tape if you want to, but I don't feel that it's quite necessary. Because I think the green glue holds it quite nicely the way it is. Okay, it looks like that is a little long, so I'm just going to trim off this little piece here. If I can find what I did with my scissors. I love having something connected to my scissors because that's the only way I can find these things on my desk, is by having kind of my, again, my little cheater thing. Okay. So that is how that works. And like I said, you could put another little piece, same size as this one. You could put it on that side. And that's how that card, that's what holds that up, is having a stabilizer right here, is to keep that card up and standing perfectly. And then this fits nicely right inside of a envelope as well. So this can be mailed off just like any other card. It just lays flat, it slides right in there, and just gets mailed off. So let me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this across the bottom of this envelope because I really do like this. Beautiful. Doesn't that look great? Yeah, it is different, right? But it's so cool. It's just, it's neat how it, here's the other one that I made. I wanted to show you guys again, another paper that I bought, but I didn't buy the set. So I used, on this one, I used the Flowers of Friendship, and I just did those 3 tops of the flowers for that on this side. And then I used that Fresh Freesia, and then some of the Blackberry Bliss that goes with that paper. And then I see this one, I did both sides. And then I did the little flowers, that is this stamp right here. I just did that across my bar, but I cut off using the one of the Pick-a-Punch. That's called the Lovely Labels. I just did the ends of it to leave more of that Blackberry Bliss showing. And then that's my stabilizer. And then they can set this on their desk and they can turn it, you know, as they wish. Turn it around and flip it whatever way. I should probably set this way for a little bit so it's not so stuck on that one side. But yeah. The reason why I like it with just one is because not too many people are going to see this side unless you have like a desk or you're a receptionist or something like that, and somebody can walk up and see both sides of it. Otherwise, when somebody displays it, they're only going to see the one side, and I like it facing the stabilizer. So I just think that's kind of cool. So there is, let me bring in all the cards, bring all this back in. Okay, so that is our Impossible card, and then here is our Tulips, and then we have this beautiful hand-penned card here that we barely did really any stamping today, to be honest. It was, well, I mean, I guess there was stamping going on, but like this, the paper did the work. I stamped one word, thanks, on that, but it did the work. This one, yeah, I guess was a little bit more stepped up with that, you know, two-toned stamp, the ink that we used. And then this one, I mean, the fold does, you know, all the work for that card because of how cool that fold really is. And like I said, I will have the PDFs put up so you guys will be able to read how to do this. And maybe you can understand my reading better than you can understand me, because who knows. But if you have any questions, you can always rewatch this this video. It will be from YouTube, put up on my blog. So you can always go over there. Again, that is stampinthepinkbarn.com. This is my current house code. So, because I know you're going to want to buy some of these things. And like I said, the tulips are on the retired list. So grab that before it's gone. I know there's still some left because it is not on the discontinued list, or it's not on the not orderable list yet. And then that hand penned, I'm sure you guys probably all have that hand penned paper because it's so gorgeous. And I'm sure you have any kind of thank you or whatever, happy birthday. Make a bunch of these, make them gifts, and send them off in packages with multiple colors. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for sitting here and sharing your night with me, especially your Monday night at that. Hopefully it just kind of, you know, de-escalated your Monday for you and got you into some crafting mojo. So I will do the winners as soon as I'm done here, and I will post them on here on my page and let you guys know who won the cards. And I will take a picture, or I will take the picture of each card and tell you guys who won in the comments here. All right, you guys, have a great evening, and I will see you guys back here hopefully within the next couple of days to do my unboxing video of all my super cool new things and new toys and all that kind of stuff, and to show you guys how beautiful those new in colors are. So I will see you guys in a couple of days. Bye.